My house in Budapest, my hidden treasures. Welcome back to my abroad series. This time we checked off a new country. After an early awakening and a quick flight, we made it to our Airbnb in Budapest. Right off the bat, something felt so familiar about the city. Maybe it was the wider streets or the lively bars. I felt very safe here. After cruising around the city, we found ourselves fiending for some thrifting. I think at this point, we had been to every human vintage store in all of Europe, it feels like. We definitely had our fair share of sweet treats this trip, and it was definitely worth the stomachache. After a late night out, we ventured for some hearty breakfast. One thing about Italy is it's standard to just have a cappuccino and that's it. Our American hearts were yearning for this substantial breakfast for once, paired with one of the best matchas I've had in Europe thus far. It was so good, I got another one to go. After some much needed retail therapy and a little siesta, the girls decided to get on some Lime scooters and go to the sunset where we would meet the boys for dinner. Now this is probably one of my favorite parts of the trip. I just really soaked in my time with my friends and the pretty views. We later grabbed some authentic Hungarian food at this local restaurant, and it was pretty good. I ended up heading back to the Airbnb and just chilling for our last night. I left my camera charger in Florence, so I've had to film this whole thing on my They're playing cards. The boys are having a good time. I filmed this whole thing on my iPhone, but still wanted to have the memory of it. Budapest was insanely beautiful. I had such a good time. The way of life here is just I can't be serious. The next morning, we headed to Bologna for our little layover before going back to Florence.
After 37 minutes. Ask me to, but hit with Tesla gone wrong.
If you ever find yourself in Europe, I highly recommend going to Hungary, specifically Budapest. It's a beautiful city with so much to see, and I feel like I only scratched the surface of it. Thank you so much for joining in on this vlog. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon.